Very good morning, everyone present in the class, and welcome back. I hope you had the amazing holidays. Good morning. So we had started the journey with one of the amazing topic, which is Spring Data JPA. And in the Data JPA, are we going to write the implementation for the DAO layer of the application? For the repository layer? All of you are there with me? Let it be interactive, guys. Spring at the runtime, a proxy class will implement the implementation for that. And there are three important interfaces which comes under this, which we have to implement. And we had started to explore. The first one happens to be the CRUD repository. CRUD repository. Then we have JPA repository, paging and sorting. Paging and sorting repository. And then we have DataJPA, the JPA repository. For NoSQL, we have Mongo repository that also will explore. All of them are interfaces. We had started to explore few of the methods. We'll explore few more, after which we will start the paging and sorting journey in today's class. Okay. Now, the CRUD repository, we had developed one application. I would like to continue the application from where we had already stopped. We had developed 3 layers there. We had followed the layered approach development. And of course, the web layer right now we don't have. Going forward, we will have it. Main method only I'm considering as web for now to start with. We have service layer. We have repository layer. In the repository layer, we are not writing the implementation. We are just writing the interface. And in the service layer, actually, we are invoking the method. Whatever methods we are invoking, those methods implementation we are not giving by following the proxy class design pattern. At the runtime, the implementations are being given. All of you would agree with that, right? Yes, dear friends. So this is the application number 2, wherein we had started the development. We have specified the requirement of the application here. This is our POJO, our entity class. And the only part as a developer for the repository which we have to write is this. More than this we can write. We have something called as customization, which day after tomorrow's class, the Wednesdays and Thursdays class you'll understand. And apart from this, this is extra part which I have done it. The service layer. Service layer is it's a good recommendation, a good way to develop the application. If you don't write this directly, these methods can be invoked from your main method class also. These methods can be invoked from the main method class also. And you can specify that everything is done. I'm just following the layered approach development. So some of the predefined methods is what we have explored from the CRUD repository. In today's class, we'll explore few more methods of CRUD repository, and then we shall move towards the paging and sorting repository. All of you are okay with it? Yes, no, maybe? Everyone present in the class? Let's go ahead here. The first one is, I would like to fetch the vaccine based on the ID. We could able to check the availability based on the ID. It is there or not. How many we have seen. And we could able to fetch all the vaccines. We could able to fetch all the vaccines. Yep. Now, I will fetch all the vaccines based on multiple IDs. Based on multiple IDs. I will say IDs. Any of the collection class I can specify here. Any of the collection class I can specify. So here what I'm going to do is, I will say here I want such a thing, such a collection which has integer values. Multiple IDs I will pass. So You can write collection, you can write array list, linked list, whatever you want. I would like to go with iterable. Iterable. Now guys, to this method, I can pass multiple IDs and fetch some of the vaccines. All of you. Now for which I have to give the implementation. I'll go back here, add the unimplemented method, and I'll go back to the actual logic. Very simple logic it would be. I'll say a repository dot find. See guys, we have three methods to search. One is find all. It will find all of the vaccine. That means it will fetch all the records which are there in your table. Then find all by IDs. You have to pass multiple IDs here, which is of iterable type. And find by ID. By passing single ID, you are fetching single record. Here multiple records, that too not every record of the table, only specific multiple records of your table, because you have to pass the IDs here. I would like to go with second. The return type is iterable. It is giving you collection of vaccines. So I will not write return statement here, rather because the return type of the method is same. So I will say here return. I will say repository dot find all by multiple IDs. I will pass all the IDs I am receiving here. I'll go back to the caller of the method. I'll go back here. If I have to just search and check how many are there, I would like to run the program once again. I'll say right click. What IDs are there I could not able to record. For this, I'll just call this method and search it. So we have vaccines with the ID 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, great. Now I would like to comment this part. I have to first create the collection of multiple IDs. I will say here maybe list of integers. I'll create a list of integers. I'll give the name of my collection as IDs equals to maybe new array list. And I'll go back here. IDs dot add. I will add ID number 2. I will say here IDs dot add. I will add ID number 4. Now I want records whose ID is 2 and 4. Multiple records I'm specifying based on the IDs. I will say here service layer dot fetch or maybe get what is our okay. Get all vaccine infos. Get all vaccines. I'll pass these IDs here. I'll pass the IDs. It will give you a collection. If you want, you can collect the collection and do whatever you want. I would like to just print. So directly can I apply for each method here, guys? I would like to just say this system.out.println. I'll say V. A lot of customization can be done. Right now, we are using the existing predefined methods of these interfaces. Can we fetch? Can we perform the activities for which existing methods cannot give? The answer is yes. For an instance, guys, right now we are fetching all the records, or we are fetching the multiple records by providing some of the IDs. We can also fetch by providing one ID. Can I fetch based on the company name? Can I fetch based on the vaccine name? For that, predefined methods are not there. But is there any way to get that without we giving the implementation? The answer is yes. And we will explore that. Custom finder methods and custom query methods, which most probably tomorrow and day after tomorrow's class I will try to discuss. For now, I would like to just save this and I would like to run this application. Right click, run as Java application. Guys, see, are we able to get only 2? The answer is yes. So those who have understood the layered approach development, those who understood the funda of Spring DataJPA, any issues in this right now, dear friends? Any ambiguity at the end of the class you should be asking me? No? All right. Now guys, let's fetch based on this. I'll go back and check what is the method. I'll go back here and I'll say repository dot find. Find by ID, the return type is optional. Optional is Java 17 feature. It is like a wrapper for your object to avoid the null pointer exceptions. Okay. So the return type is optional. It is not directly giving you the object. It is putting that inside one container called as option, and that container is giving to you, right? So I would like to save this. Go back to my what I want to do. I would like to specify that. Okay. I'll consider as one ID, not multiple IDs. First of all, it is ID. It is a type of ID, not IDs. I'll say get vaccine by ID. I'll say get vaccine by ID is the method name. Whatever name you want, you can specify. And the return type is not iterable. It is optional. It's like a container for your objects. Okay. I would like to import this. Guys, optional is coming from import java.util. It is not coming from the Spring. So option is a Java new feature, or option is it a Spring feature? It is a Java feature. It's like your container where the object Spring is keeping and giving to you. Okay, I would like to save this. Go back to my service layer. I may have to import it. Add the unimplemented methods. Now what I'm going to do here is very simple. I will say here repository dot find by ID. I will pass the ID. Whatever it will give you, it is giving you optional, right? I will return to the caller of this method. Okay. These methods we are learning, we will use in our projects also going forward. I'll go back to my main method. Very simple again. I will fetch based on the, I will say here service dot get vaccine by ID. I will pass some ID. I'll do one thing here. I'll say integer type of ID equals to 2 or 1. I will pass that ID here. It is giving me optional. Let me collect it here. Optional. Easy to get if you know iterator concept. Similarly, we have to get it. I will check first if in case optional dot is present. Is empty or is present we have. I will check is present. If optional dot is present, I will check. That means is there any object inside this container? To avoid the null pointer exception, it is one of the best approach which Spring has given you. Java has given you. So I'm checking inside this container, do we have an object? If it is there, I will fetch it. If it is not there, very simple, I will leave it out. I will now check here, maybe system.out.println. I will say here optional dot get. It is giving you a vaccine object. That vaccine object directly I'm printing it. If you want, you can collect it and then print it. It's up to you. Directly I'm printing it. If it is not there, else part, I will just maybe say vaccine with ID which I have already defined above is not present in the record. Is not present in records. Okay. I would like to just save this and run this program. Do we have vaccine with the ID 1? The answer is yes, I will be getting it. If I have to run this, see, we are able to get it. All of you present in the class, yes, no, maybe. Everyone. Now guys, I will pass the vaccine with the ID number 5. Do we have a record with the ID number 5? Do we have it? I will go and run this. Guys, vaccine with the ID 5 is not present in the record. Are you getting the exception here? Are you getting null pointer exception? No, we are not getting null pointer exception. And this is happening because of optional only. All my Java developers, are you able to understand what I'm trying to say here? To everyone in the class? Those who know Java. Guys, focus the key right now. After understanding Spring Core, Spring Boot, and Spring DataJPA, tell me one thing. Spring Framework made your development easy or made your development difficult? We can make it interactive also, right? In the code, like by passing the, yeah, you can. Now, can we move ahead, dear friends? We can do this inside this thing, guys. I will do it. I'll take multiple examples. This entire week is DataJPA only. And going forward in our classes also, we are going to use it. Okay. I'll go back. Let's do a few more things here. Let's perform for the delete. Okay. I'll go back and say public. For delete, I would like to show you one thing. I'll go back here. I will say repository dot delete. Guys, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 delete methods. How many? Totally 5. You can delete by passing the entire vaccine object. You can delete all the records. You can delete by passing specific vaccine objects. You can delete by passing specific IDs. And you can delete by passing single ID. Are you all there? All the vaccine. Are you able to see the return type here, guys? What is the return type? What is the return type? Void. So will the delete method tell you that the records are deleted or not if the return type is void? That means as a developer, you have to do some gimmick here. I will take this. I will pass. So the return type, I have to choose what I want as a developer. I will give the return type as string. I will say maybe remove vaccine by ID. Remove vaccine by ID. I will accept integer type of ID. I'll go back and write the implementation for the same. My business logic is very easy right now because it is just the CRUD operation, that too by using the predefined methods. Great. I'm going to do here repository dot delete by ID. Directly if I give the ID, it is deleted or not deleted. Are you getting any information, guys? Yes, no, maybe. As a developer, I have to take care of it. Are you there? There are 2 ways, guys. All the 2 ways I will implement here. Okay, 2 ways are there. Understand this. First way is, I will say here, repository dot find by ID. I'll pass the ID. You all know the return type is optional. I will collect it. I will collect it within the optional container. After which I will check if in case optional dot is present. If it is present, that means is there any object? That time I will say repository dot delete by ID. I will delete it. After deleting, I will return the string message saying record with ID. Whatever ID user is passing is deleted. If it is not, else part, I will return record with ID is not present to delete. Are you all there? Not available to delete. Everyone in the class, is it making sense? Yes, no, maybe. Now this is need of DataJPA, or as a developer, I have written the logic. Nothing, Suresh. By default, they are committed. Hibernate internally is writing the queries and this operations. Transactions are by default implemented. It's developer choice, right? Can I write inside the one more style, guys? Can I write this inside one more style? If you all say, I will prove you that we can write it. Guys, do we have any other approach? Do you have in your mind? Do you have in your mind? Because you have done enough of development. Can I implement exist by method? Whether the record is there with this ID or not, it is giving you Boolean record, right? Can I write in this style also, guys? True or false, it will give you. I will say if in case status is true. Status is true. Do this, else do this. Both of them are, you have option, right? I can write one more option also. So what I'm trying to say is this is also available. This is also available. Both of them will give you the same desired results. I'm checking if the record is there or not. I'm fetching it and then checking it. Or you can just use exist by method. Do we have anything? And then we can do this. Because the return type of this method is void. You'll not get to know whether it is deleted or not deleted. Return type, it is not giving you anything. I'll go back to the main method, of course. I will just go here. I will say service dot remove vaccine by ID. I will pass the ID. And I will collect that string type of status, and I will print that status. I will say system.out.println status. I will delete this. I will comment this part for now. I would like to go here. Guys, I'm checking the status here. I'll right click. 5. Do we have any record by the ID 5? No. So I would like to just go back here. Very beautiful message you can see, which we have only given. Record with ID 5 is not available to delete. I will pass ID number 3 for an instance. I'll pass ID number 3. I'll go back here. Right click. Run as Java Spring Boot application. Guys, record with ID 3 is deleted. Whether it is there or not, how will you know? It is really deleted. It is telling that it is deleted. We are running the business. No. It is committed, Suresh. And it is implementing transaction also by default. Auto commit transactions. Hibernate is doing the implementation. All of you. Now guys, whether it is there or not, how will I know? How will I know it is there or not? So I will go back and run this part of the application. I will comment this part. And I will check if the ID with the 3 is there or not. Right now, is there should be have a record with the ID number 3, or it should not have any record? See, if I have to run this application, very simple, guys. These are okay. Real power of DataJPA. Day after tomorrow's class you'll understand. Vaccine with ID 3 is not present in the record because we have just not deleted. All of you present? Yes, no, maybe. If I have to go back here, guys, like this, we have see repository dot, if I say delete, if I say, we can delete by passing the entire vaccine object. We can delete all the records. We can delete all by IDs, by passing multiple IDs. However you want, you can just do it. It's up to you. Are you there? Yes. Now, how to write the business logic if I'm passing the vaccine object? Let's see this part. Okay. Because the return type is void. As a developer, how we should think about the business perspective of this, the main logic of the application. I'll go back here. By object, I'll say by vaccine object. I will accept one vaccine object here. I will accept one vaccine object. Vaccine object, OBJ. Okay. I would like to take this moment. I'll go back here and I'll go here and implement this. My dear friends, any suggestion? Because right now we don't have ID, we have entire object. So for that also the same solution, very simple. We are receiving vaccine object, right? In the vaccine object, whoever is passing, they will pass the ID also. I will say dot get ID. I will collect that ID and store. Integer type of ID. Now can I write this and this, both the logics? This also I can write, this also I can write. Yes or no, everyone? So I would like to go with this time. I would like to go with this because the other one we have already seen exist by, and I prefer to go with this time. Because let's go with optional, because last time we experimented with exist by. This is recommended one, easier, but we can go with this also. Very easy. Anyone has any issues understanding this part or understanding this part? Why are we writing this business logic? Anyone in the class? If you don't have, if you have, let me know in the chat, guys. Let the class be interactive. Yes, no. Are you all there in the class? I just got 2 responses to host and panelist. Sama, Riyaz, others in the class. If you have issues, please do let me know. I can just speak about it for 10 times. I don't mind. These are the business logics. Suppose if someone in the class don't listen to the class, directly they're here and there and directly look at this code. It's like, oh my God, what is happening in the class? But reality, if someone is listening, is there anything which you need to worry about this code, this type of coding? No, right? I hope you could able to understand this part. Now let's understand one more delete method which we have. If there is multiple IDs which someone is passing, what should be there? I would like to go back here to my service layer. Okay, let's get this part. I will get it here. I will say it is string as the return type. String as the return type. I'll say delete. Remove all vaccines. Okay, with these IDs. Let's build the business logic for the same. I have not yet called that method. I will call, but let me write business logic for this also. Okay. Okay, guys, I'll go back here. Business logic. I have multiple IDs, guys. So what I'm going to do here is, can I use repository dot find all by multiple IDs are there. I'll pass that ID. So here we can write 2 types of logic. Going forward in our class, I will write one more type of logic. Right now, I'll follow one approach. What is that approach which I'm going to follow right now? Please see very carefully, guys. Everyone in the class, or all of you are there with me? So what I'm going to follow here is, I will find all the records. I will get it here. I will say here, records or data or vaccines or whatever you want, you can give. Whatever vaccine IDs I'm passing here, if all those IDs are already present, then I will go for delete. Example, I'm passing here ID number 1, ID number 2, ID number 3. And I'm searching here. If ID number 1, ID number 2 is present, but ID number 3 is not present, in that case, I will not even delete. So whatever IDs I'm receiving here, if all of them IDs are present, then I will delete. If one of that ID is also not present, I will not delete. Or we can do like this. How much ever IDs are present, that much I will delete. Those who are not present, anyway, they are not there in the record. 2 ways also we can write. Are you understanding what are the 2 approaches? Approach number 1. Example, I'm passing here ID 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 IDs I'm passing here. If all 4 IDs are present, I will delete. If not, I will not even delete one also. Example 1, 2, 3, 4. ID number 1, ID number 2 are present in the record. 3 and 4 are not present. Then I will not even delete. I will delete only if all the IDs are present in the record. Option number 1. Option number 2, 1, 2, 3, 4 I am passing here. 1 or 2 are present, 3 or 4 are not present. It's okay, fine. 1 or 2 only I will delete. Are you understanding what I am trying to say here, guys? Yes, no, maybe? So what I'm going to do is, I will take it inside the list. I will downcast it here. Because I have to invoke some of the methods. I will downcast it. Great. Now guys, please see very carefully. Everyone in the class. I will say here, whatever IDs I'm receiving from the end user, I will take here. I will say dot size. See, I'm not even getting the size here. Because I'm using iterable here. If you use iterable is the parent of all in your collection. Size method is not available in all the collection classes. So what I'm going to do here, I'll go here. I will not say iterable. Rather, I will say list of vaccines. I will take it. Now, to pass here, will it not create any problem because it is accepting iterable? No. To the parent type, can you pass child type, guys? To the parent type, can you pass child type? Any problem? No, right? So I know it is accepting you to pass iterable type of IDs. But if you pass list type, is list child of iterable? So you can pass as per the polymorphism concept. I'll go back here, IDs dot size. Whatever IDs my user is passing, I'm checking how many IDs are there totally. Size means it will give you ID. I will take integer type of count 1. So this IDs, guys, this is the reference I'm using here. Size. That means totally how many IDs are there? I have stored in this variable. Are you there? Now I will take this vaccines in my collection. I'll go back. I'll say dot size. I'll say dot size. How many records I could able to fetch? I will collect here integer type of count 2. Yep. Now I'll check if in case if both of them are same or not. I will check if count 1 is equal to count 3. If I write this logic, guys, am I following option number 1 which I have told, or option number 2 I am following here? Option number 1 or 2? Two options I have told here, right? Have you understood this option 1, option 2 which I have told you to delete in this case, or do you want me to tell once again? Do you want me to say, guys, we have 2 options to delete is what I have told here. I repeated that for 3 times. I don't mind repeating 4 times if all of you are there in the class. Are you all there? Option number 1, right? That means if all records, which all the IDs which I am passing, if all of them are present, I am deleting. If example, I am passing 1, 2, 3. And if record number 3 is not available, but record number 1 and 2 is available, but 3 is not available, will it go for deletion, guys? Will it go for deletion? I hope you could able to understand that much. Yep. I will say here. Vaccine info deleted. Deleted for given IDs. For given IDs. I will say here. Failed to delete vaccine info. All right. I would like to go here and save this. I'll go back here, guys. This is fine. Now I'll try to delete first base by providing the vaccine object, whole vaccine object. So let me take any vaccine object here. Okay, let me collect this vaccine object here. All right, I'll go back here. I will add this vaccine object. And to this same vaccine object, I will add the ID also. I will say vaccine1 dot set ID also will add ID number, maybe 1. Which action is ID number 1, guys? I would like to go and first run what and all is there in my records. How will I know for which I have developed the application? Let me check what all is already present in my records or not. Okay. Fetch all is right. This is the method, right, which will fetch everything. Let me just run because I don't need to open the database. I have developed the application. Let's use the application to check what are all there in the records before I go for the deletion part. Guys, right now we have this one, 2 and 3. Okay. So whatever object I'm creating right now, it is for the 2, I guess, vaccine number 2. Okay. I hope all of you could able to understand. For that also I've used the applications only because anyway we have developed the application. Now guys, I will say service dot remove by vaccine object. By vaccine object, I will pass this vaccine number 1 and it will give you a string object. It will give you a string object. I will collect it. String type of what is the status, and that status I would like to print on my screen. System.out.println. I will say here status. I would like to just run this. Right click, run as Java or Spring Boot application. Guys, record with ID number 2 is deleted. It is deleted or not. What is the proof? You can check by fetching if that is their record is there or not with that ID, right? You can just check by just record is there or not with that ID. I will go here and run this application. I'll pass the ID number 2. So right now, record is there with the ID 2 or not, guys? Is there record with ID 2 or not? No, record with ID 2 will not be present here. See, vaccine record with ID number 2 is not present. All good? Everyone? Now I'll go back and check if in case how many vaccines are there. I'll go and check right now. Run as Java application. So much of code we have written here, but all of them implementation we are not writing. Okay, don't get tired by just writing them, this thing. 1 and 4 is available. All right, guys. 1 and 4 is what available. I would like to comment this part. I'll take this. I'll go back here. At the end, I will pass the IDs. I will pass 1, 2, 4. I want to read these records. Tell me, guys, ID record number 4 is available in the database. Available. Record number 1 is available. Available. But record number 2, do we have in the database? So based on the business logic which I have developed, will it delete the records or will it not delete the records? Will it delete the records based on the business logic which I have developed? It should not delete. All of you are there with me? If I have to print this, run as Java application based on the business logic, it's your choice. Guys, fail to delete the vaccine information. Are you getting this message? Yes, no, maybe. So if you want, you can change this. You need not to do like this. You do not to put it. Yeah. All of you present in the class. So in place of this, I can write this also. I need not to correct the count and all of that. So what I'm going to do here is, what I'm going to do here is after getting the vaccines, right? I will say, please see very carefully, all of you present in the class. Here, vaccines are there or not, how we'll get to know? We are getting the collection, right? With all the IDs. Yeah. I will take that size. I'm getting the size here. Count to 2. I will check if in case, this count to 2 is not equal to 0 or greater than 0. Not equal to 0 or greater than 0. If it is greater than 0, at least one record is present. That is the case. Yes, no, maybe. I can write in one more way, guys. I'm writing only one way here. I'll be writing one more way going forward. So guys, based on the logic available right now, even if I pass this, will it delete or not? Will it delete or not? It will delete. I hope you are able to understand. At least one record. I can write in one more style, which will do the same purpose. So this business logic is purely depends on the developer, is what I'm trying to say. Here is where development comes into picture. It's not just CRUD operation. Understanding whatever logics I'm writing continuously for the last 10-15 minutes. Here is where your development skills comes into picture, not in calling this predefined exact straightforward methods that anyone can do it. What is the need of you in that case? Okay, I'll go back. The way world is moving towards AI, guys, as a developer, you have to be very, very, very active. Okay. The dependencies, you should learn so many things. Back, gone are the days where only minimal things were enough. In 2016, when I attended my first interview, one of the service-based company gave me job. I didn't join, offer letter. That directly they asked me basic questions on core Java, variable, difference between string, mutable and immutable strings, what is collection, what is exception, what is throw keyword. When I was answering these questions, they were happily took me into the company. They gave me offer letter. But right now, days are gone. That way you'll not get even if you're a fresher. I hope you're able to understand the intensity. I would like to run, guys, the application right now. See, vaccine info deleted for the given IDs. Yes, no, maybe everyone present in the class. All of you. So this ends the fundamentally usage of the CRUD repository. Let's explore other repositories. We could able to write so much of logic. We can write more also, but let's, it's same theme only. No need to explore few more methods. We'll explore for paging and sorting JPA, and then we will go for the custom finders and custom query methods, Mongo repository. Then at the end, when I develop the applications in RESTful services, that time you decide which one should I use it. But the matter of CRUD repository and DataJPA theme, in what theme it is working, is it clear to everyone in the class? All of you present. If it is no, the answer is no. If it is yes, the answer is yes. But don't be in middle, okay? I'll go back. I will say vaccine application number 3. I'm just keeping the skeleton same, guys, not everything. So I need not to change application.properties. Let it be same. I'll go back here. I will add few vaccines here because all the vaccines we have deleted, right? So I would like to add the vaccines. So these things I would like to add. Okay, I would like to go here. I'll uncomment this part. I will uncomment this and I will just, how many are there? I will check also. I would like to go and run this application because right now no records are there. To perform other operations, I want some data, right? So that's what I'm adding here. Okay. Oops, delete is active. My bad. So we do have a vaccine, and how many total vaccines are there? That count also I want to print right now. Okay. Few more vaccine options. This is sufficient for now to start with. If you want, you can add one more vaccines of your own choice. Let's do the registration for this. Okay, let's do the registration for the same, and I will check how many vaccines are there in the record. I would like to comment this part. Okay, how many vaccines are there, and I'm just doing the registration. Okay, I would like to save this and run this application once again. Run as Java application. In the Hibernate video, see guys, number of vaccines available is 4. Number of vaccines available is 4 in the records. Which are those 4? If you want to know, I will run this. But before that, which are the 4 vaccines which are available? If you want to know, for that also I've developed the logic, right? I'll just invoke that method here. Nothing apart from that. Okay. I'll go back. I think this is the method. Yeah. Let me just check which are those vaccines. I'll right click, run as Java Spring Boot application. Guys, look at this 52, 53, 54, 102. Because we are using the increment ID generated by default by Hibernate. And I have in the Hibernate videos discussed that how to change the sequence of predefined ID generator which Hibernate is using behind the scene. You can give your own sequences also, I have told in the Hibernate videos. Okay. Now, based on its own sequence, these are the 4 records which are available in the record. So I'll go and delete everything which are there here because it's a new application. I have just used this to run this. Great. I'll go back in the repository part, in my service part, everything I'll delete. These are the things which we have done. I'm just keeping the skeleton as it is to save the class time. Nothing apart from that. I will develop an application from this scratch. All right, guys. All of you are there with me. Only a skeleton is there, right? Now, right now, I don't want to go with this. Rather, I will go for paging and sorting repository. Paging and sorting repository. What type of ID? ID is of integer type. And the 2 things we have to pass, right? What is the 2 things, guys? One is ID and one is what type of data you are working on. Vaccine. All of you, yes, no, maybe. Everyone in the class, are you all there? No issues? Very interesting thing I want you to understand here, which right now Google also is wrong about it. This also I could able to get maybe last 2, 3, before 3, 4 batches in this year only. In February or March, I got to know this update. In the Google, whatever information is available, that is not yet updated. This information in the live class, I realized in my February, maybe some 3, 4 batches before. Before that, I was also in the illusion. I mean, not illusion, that's how the system was. What are you trying to say here? Back then, I'll open this, guys, paging and sorting repository. I want you to see. I'll open the declaration. This interface is extending which interface? Repository. Is it extending any other interface or directly repository? Directly repository. Repository is a marker interface. Do we have any methods here, guys? Do we have any methods? No. I'll go back to my paging and sorting. In the paging and sorting, how many methods are there, guys? Number 1, find all. Number 2, find all. So can you perform anything other than fetching the details if you go with paging and sorting? No. That to fetching, if you want to fetch the records by sorting, if you want to fetch the record by implementing pagination, for 2 purposes you have to use it. Do you all agree? Yes, no, maybe. Now I will go here and say paging and sorting repository. In front of you have Google, paging and sorting repository. All of you are there. I'll go for the images. Guys, all the images which are there from big fellows or giants, whichever you see, all of them are telling the parent of paging and sorting is who? That means if CRUD is a parent, whatever 12 methods we have in the CRUD, that should also get inherited, right, in the paging and sorting? And paging and sorting its own two, totally 14 methods must be there. But is that the case right now, guys? Is that the case right now? Is that the case right now? No. I hope you could able to realize this. Everyone present in the class. See guys, I don't want to take the names. Big names are there here. Who has posted this? Very big names. See? That is the old information. That's how people thought it is there. But in reality, it is changed right now. In the reality, it is changed. That's not the hierarchy right now. Are you getting it? Everyone in the class? Because in the Spring Boot latest version, in the latest version of Spring Boot, is that the case, guys? Earlier, guys, here, all this were there back then, but right now it is changed. So whatever is available in the Google other than the official document, can you refer that to development purpose? Even those are big names, lot of advertisement they have done, you have trust on them. They can also be wrong. And this earlier that was the case. In my own Spring classes last year, 2023, 2022, 2021, whatever Spring Boot classes I have taken, right? In those classes, there were totally 14 methods available in the paging and sorting repository. But in the latest version of Spring Boot, 14 are there or only 2 are there? 2 are there. Why only 2 are there? Because it is extending directly repository, not the CRUD repository. Is that clear to everyone, guys, the difference? Yes. And now can we go and develop the logic here? If all of you may permit me. Two fetch methods are there. Only fetching. Both of them. Number one is expecting you to give this sort object. Like you have to, if you want to fetch the data based on sorting and pagination. Sorting means you know very well. Maybe while fetching you want to sort based on company name, vaccine name or pricing or something. Great. How about the pagination? Can anyone, all of you in the class know what is the concept of pagination? Guys, in the Google, lot of information is available in the Google. If I search paging and sorting repository, you are getting the information. Are you also getting the option of 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? That means every information which is available about paging and sorting, is it giving you in one page or is it giving you in multiple pages? Multiple pages. Even if you go for your Gmail, are you getting all thousands of emails in one page or in multiple pages? What type of concept they have implemented behind the scene? What type of concepts? Pagination concept. Everyone in the class? That means giving the implement, it is very important. So only I have to do in the live class. All right. What operations I want to do here? I would like to go here. First of all, I will check what is the return type of these methods. Let me open this. I'll open the declaration and please check, guys. The return type is iterable for both. It is page. It is giving you page. It is giving you iterable. Okay. So I'll go back here. in my service layer, I'll specify public iterable, maybe vaccine type of information is what I'm fetching. I'll say here, fetch details by sorting. By sorting is the method name of my own choice. I will accept here, maybe here, if I have to go, I have to pass this sort object. Sort object means how the sorting has to happen. I have to create a sort object based on what the sorting has to happen by giving that information. Two things I need to create the sort object, for which I'll be writing that information. Two things. One, some Boolean type of data. I will say Boolean type of status. Number two, I'll go back and say here string type of based on what parameters. Var args I would like to use here. Var args, why var args? Guys, everyone in the class. Var args means you can enter any number of string objects to this parameter. You can pass one string argument, two string argument, three string argument, 4, 5, how much ever you want. Boolean type. Now guys, whoever will invoke this method, I'm expecting them to pass two information. One Boolean type of data I'm expecting them to pass, and one any string type of parameters. Why am I expecting this? Because to create a sort object. At the end of the day, if you are invoking this method, you have to pass sort object. To create a sort object, I need this two type of information. So only I'm expecting here. Okay. I'll go back and do the implementation for the same. Are you there, everyone? Yeah. Now guys, I'll go back here. Let me get a readable clean code. I will say here, I have to first create the sort object. To create the sort object, we have a sort dot of one static method is there. Sort dot. So many methods are there. By is there. Sort by, not of, sort by. You can pass the direction and the properties. Only direction, only properties also. I'll pass the direction. Direction means ascending or descending. If you pass true, ascending. If you pass false, descending. That's the meaning of it. Okay. I can decide that also. I will check the Boolean type of data which I am receiving here. I will check here. I will check. Please see very carefully. I will check. It is true or false. You know the ternary operator. If it is true, guys, whatever activity is there before the colon, that will be executed, and whatever activity is after the colon, that will be executed. If it is true. True means before the colon. I will say here one enum I will use. Direction dot ascending. I will only decide. If it is true, I want it to be ascending order. Now guys, this is one of the enum, predefined enum. I have told you when discussing the enums. I am discussing enums wherein 99% we will not create our own enums. We will use the predefined enums. Are we not using predefined enums? Yes. I will say here direction dot descending. If someone pass here true, it will sort based on the ascending or descending order. Ascending order. Whatever properties you will be doing that. I will pass some string type of data based on that. And it will create one sort object. I will create the sort object. Now sort object is ready. I'll go back here and my sort object is ready here. All of you present? Yep. Everyone? Now guys, I will say a repository dot. See here, only two methods we have. One, we have to pass the sort. Return type is iterable. So return type is matching here. I will just pass the sort object here. The matter is closed. I'll go back to my main method class. Right now, we don't have the REST API part. Very soon, next week, most probably Monday, if Monday is missing out, Tuesday, we are starting WebMVC. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Maybe not this week full we have class. Next week, Friday. Not this week, guys. Next week, Friday. After 9 classes, one Friday, I might not be available based on my travel plan. But the travel plan might get cancelled. I might available also. If I'm available next week after 9 classes, whatever Friday we will get, we may have class, we may not have class. That time we will see. But I will complete the MVC. So after 2 weeks of time, approximately, we will start REST APIs, RESTful services. During the RESTful services, I will discuss actuators, HTOs, REST template, the web client part, Spring Boot profiles, scopes, the Swagger API, Postman tool. Everything will be done during that discussion itself. Okay. For that time, I will take any other examples of applications. I want you to implement the REST API for vaccine applications which we are developing right now. If you want practice, if you don't want, your choice. Service dot fetch vaccines. Two things I have to pass here. Yes, everyone. Number one, status. If I pass true here, if I pass true, will it sort based on the ascending or descending order, guys? Ascending order. I'll go back to my vaccine entity. I'll go back to my entity. I want to sort based on the vaccine name and vaccine company. You can pass one also, only vaccine name. If it is both it will consider. Let's go with both because anyway I'm using the var args. I'll go back to the main method. I will pass the second parameter as a string, right? Vaccine company also will sort and vaccine name also will sort. Both I will sort. Yep. I'll go back and I will pass it here. I will pass it here. It is giving you a collection, guys. If it is giving you collection, can I go with this? If all of you are okay. Yep. Lambda system.out.println stream API lambda. All of that is so important. Okay. All right. Whatever you want, you can print, or based on all information also, if you want, you can print. It's up to you. I'll go back here and run this application, guys. Right click, run as Java Spring Boot application. Guys, you can see here, you are getting it IDs randomly. But are you getting based on the vaccine name and company name, which is in the order? Because in the database, the order is 52, 53, 54, and 102. That is the order in the database. Are you getting in the order of database, or are you getting based on the specification which you have given? Based on my specification, not order of the database. Is it making sense, all of you? If you don't want everything, you can just call the getters and print dot get vaccine name and vaccine company only I want to print. Okay, I don't want to print everything. Maybe one space I'll give. I'll say plus v dot get vaccine company. Okay, I will print only this much part. I'm fetching everything, but printing only this much. It is sorting that because first we are giving two parameters only. No, the preference is given for first parameter, Suresh. How can it sort based on both? Because the first preference is given to the first parameter, right? Alright, guys. So it is sorting. Fine. So it is very simple. Let's go for the pagination part. Pagination, I'll take two information. One is static, one is dynamic. Pagination. If I have to go here and say repository dot find, repository dot find all pageable object I have to give. Pageable means multiple options you have to give as a pageable object. You can choose anything of your own choice. Yes. Now I'll go back to my vaccine service and I would like to expect the same. Guys, pageable. Are you getting here? Pageable means pagination. In one page, how much records you want, you have to specify. The return type, let it be list this time. Fetch all details by pagination. I'll say pagination. Okay. I'm passing the same information. Alongside the same info, because I want sorting plus pagination. If you want, you can ignore this. But I want sorting and pagination both to be implemented, so I'm passing this. Now I'll give two informations also. Int is a type of page number. Page number. Also will pass here. Int is a type of page size. Two extra information I am collecting here. This is static. Dynamic also will show you. I'll go back here. It will not, because the first parameter it is considering. Two more methods. I'll conclude today's class and I'll open for the questions. Guys, see very carefully. If I say repository dot find all, I have to pass one pageable object. That means first I have to create one pageable object. All of you agree on this? Yes, no, maybe. So what I can do is I can create this first sorting object. I'll create it. Sort object is ready. After creating the sort object, I'll create the page, for which we have something called as page request dot of. You can pass directly this one. I am telling you, sorting is optional here. Page number, page size. Page number, page size, sort object. Page number, page size. If you don't want sort object, directly whatever you're doing inside the sort object, that also you can give. I would like to go with this. If you'd like to go with this, sort object is ready. I'll just pass the page number. This is the page number. I will say the page size. In one page, how much you need? I'll pass this. Option number 1. It will give you one page object. I will collect it here. One page object it will give you. That is a return type. I will collect it here. Right? Every one of you. Now, I will just pass. It is expecting me to give that page, right? I will pageable. It is expecting this reference variable. I will give it as this only. Pageable. What is the return type of this? I'll go here and I'll say here page. I will collect it here. I'll create the local, and now I will say page dot get content. It is giving you list of vaccines. All the content I would like to give it to the caller of this method, whoever it is calling. Or else I can comment this part. Whatever I have here, can I pass directly here, guys? Both of them are same. Yes, no, maybe. Because that is an overloaded method. I have to pass how many pages in one page, how much records. How many total pages in one page, how many records you want. Are you there, everyone? Yes, no, maybe. Before doing that, I'll go to my previous application. Right now, let's, in this application, let's run this way. Maybe next example of same application, I will open the older application, because to really implement the pagination, I'll go back to the main method class right now. And this part, I would like to comment it. We have says that I will say here search service dot fetch details by pagination. I have to pass the page number. How many pages are needed? Two ways are there is what I have told you guys. Okay, everyone. I will say here, maybe in 0th page, I want 2 records. Let it be in the ascending order. And based on this vaccine name, I want the sorting to be based on the vaccine name. It is giving you a collection, guys. It is giving you a collection. I can pass it here. System.out.println. But whatever I'm giving here, it is static. What is that static? I'm fixing in 0th page, it is 2. Even though you have 10 records, 20 records, how many pages will be there on your screen, guys? How many pages are there on your screen? Only one page. One page, 2 records. One page, 2 records. One page, it's fixed, right? Will it give you the real feel of pagination concept? Will this give you a real feel of pagination concept? No. One page and two records are there. See here, two records will come in one page. Oops, we are getting one exception also here. No property mapping. What and all I'm giving here? Don't we have a vaccine, guys? We have, right? Both of that also we have. Let's pass both. It's not one. It's not just about this. Mapping means let me give page number 1 and I want two records. Page number 1, I want two records. Okay. And I would like to print only this one. I will not print everything. I'll go back here. Let me get this in the next page. I would like to just print this information which we have here. I'll go here and print this information. Let me save only two records. And of course, I have to page number 1, guys. In which page number, how many records you want? In which page number, how many records you want? In page number 1. All right, good. Again, there is an error. Compile time, no error. Right click, run as Java application. Guys, how many records are you getting here? In one page, how many records? It's fixed, right? I'm telling in that one page, I want 3 records. You'll get 3 records, fixed. That too, guys, you're getting this Pfizer and Moderna. Where is the other vaccines? Sorry, other vaccines, where are there? Because it's not there. You have decided in page number 1, I want 2 records, fix. But this way it will not work. I want it to make it dynamic. For which I'll go here and write the I would like to write this. Maybe I'll do one thing, guys. I will print it in the main method in the service layer only. I'll do one thing here. I will say public. Let the return type be wide because I'll do the printing in the main method. In my service layer only. There is no harm in that. Okay. I'll go here and I'll just accept. In one page, how much is there? That page size I will accept. In one page, how much records you need? Page size. Page size. So guys, I want to say that I will specify in one page how many records are there. Right now only 4 are there. It will not make total sense. I'll go back to my previous application. I will add few more things, guys. I will add a few more records to make it more realistic. That's it. What to do, guys? Let's add few more records. Any vaccine names, guys, other than these vaccines which we have used? Could you please suggest me? I'm not aware of vaccines and all of that. Because if more vaccines are there, it will be more realistic to implement the pagination. Fast, guys, last method. Anyone? Vaccine names, please. From which company? WHO. Okay. Something and all. Let's do it. One more vaccine name. Any random vaccine name. Okay, pa. Java vaccine, Telesco company. What should I say if you don't say me vaccine names and all? I will say Spring vaccine. Whose company? Telesco company only. My bad. Is it fine, every one of you? This is also a vaccine I'm considering. Okay. I'm injecting vaccine from Telesco. Is it not the vaccine, guys? Ebola Zari vaccine from some companies. Okay, let's give this vaccines. Okay, let me go and run this application. I don't have any remove, right? Okay, I don't want to remove it. I'll go back and run this application. Right click, run as Java application because I just want to add so many records in the table. That's it. Nothing more than that. So many records I want to add it. Okay, these records are also added, guys. Right now, so many records are there in the table. Okay, that's all. All right, guys, I'll go now and implement this. I'll go back here and implement this method. Here is where your business skills comes into picture. Your development real skills, guys. I need your help. All of you are there with me. Listen to me very carefully. Maximum focus from every one of you present in the class. How I will write the business logic, please see it. I will say long type of count. You can say integer also, but recommended to use long because sometimes the record will be more than the range of integer. Only for that reason, just to make it more realistic. If you want, you can write integer type of data. I will say here maybe 4 or 5 or how much ever. I will say here 4. Please see everyone present in the class. All of you. I have told in one page how much vaccines are needed. Okay. All of you. For an instance, if totally 4 vaccines are there, if totally in what, how much, what is the page size I have told? In this particular, in one page, how many vaccines are right? Now, guys, how many pages are needed? Example, right now in the record, how many vaccines are there, guys? In our records right now, how many vaccines are there? In our record right now, how many vaccines are there? I'll go back and run this application and get it. We have one method, right, which will give you the count. Let's check this count. I would like to check how many vaccines are there in our record right now because we have developed the application. Why is a headache? We can get to know from our application which we have developed. Let's check now. Guys, totally how many vaccines are there? 7 vaccines are there. All of you? Yeah? I'll go back. 7 vaccines are there. If I say 2 vaccines in one page, 2 vaccines in one page, how many total pages are needed, guys? How many total pages are needed? For which I don't think I have to write the logic. I will say total count. I am only telling you total count is 4 fixed. Total count divided by page size. Total count divided by page size. If total count is 4 divided by page size, if I specify in each page I need 2, what will be the result, guys? How many total pages will be created? 2 pages. All of you are there with me? If totally 12 records are there, in each page, if I say I need 3 records, so how many total records, guys? How many pages will be there totally? 4 pages. I am telling totally 12 records are there in my table. In each page, I need 3 records. In each page, I need 3 records. So totally how many pages are needed? 4 pages. Fine. All of you. What if the size here is odd number? What if the size is odd number? Are you getting it? Example, guys, totally 14 records are there. In each page, I want 5 records. 14 by 5 is how much, guys? Long type, there will be a issue here, right? 2.8. Long is an integer data type. Long means only thing, this part will be truncated. This part will be truncated. Are you all there? If it is truncated, then only 2 pages. Will it suffice your requirement? No, right? I should develop some logic here. Are you all there? I'll go back here. I will say page count equals to whatever is the count. Please see very carefully. I'll say count mod. Please see page size. Count mod page size. If it is equal to 0, I will keep the page size as it is. I will keep this count as it is. If it is 0, I'll keep it as it is. If it is odd number, I will say plus page count. Plus page count. That means, my dear friends, right now, maybe the total count of the record is 14. I'll say mod page. In each page, I want 5 records. Is it equal to 0, guys? Is it equal to 0? If it is equal to 0, it will keep it as it is. It is not equal to 0 right now. If it is it, guys, 15, not 14. I'll go with 14. Okay. 14 mod 5. Is it equal to 0, guys? 2.8. 0.8 will be truncated. So page count. Guys, if you know ternary operator, before colon, this part will be executed, or after colon, this part will be executed. After colon wala part. All of you. So if this is truncated, 2 plus will become how much? 2 plus will become how much? 3. So will I get the value, guys? Even if it is an odd number, will I get the value? That means this 2.88, will it become 3, guys? Will it become 3? It will become 3 or not? If it is only odd number, this line is required. Can we work only with the line number 50, guys? If it is only even number, if it is both the cases are even number, can we go with only this logic? Yes. If it is odd number, we have to implement this. Is it fine? Anyone has any issue here? The syntax here is ternary operator syntax, guys. Ternary operator in Java. Go and watch operators video if you have issue with respect to syntax. If you don't have issue with respect to syntax, have you understood the business logic development here? Yes. Now I'll go here for I want integer type of I equals to 0. I less than how much ever is the page count. I want it to loop that many times. Less than or equal to, because I'm starting from 0, let it go from there. I will say I plus. Within this, all of you present in the class, everyone, I will create here page request dot of, I will specify maybe sort object, or directly I can specify this, or you can specify if you don't want to go with what do you say, sorting and sort object, you can avoid this. Last 2 examples we have gone with the sort also. Let me avoid sort, directly I'll go with this. Okay, I will specify page number. How many times it will loop, guys? How much our page count you will get it. If the page count is 3 times it will loop. So in each page, what you want, I have specified the page size. Whatever my user is entering. 2 means in 0th page, how many records will be available, guys? 2. If it is 3, in the 0th page, how many records will be available? All of you, are you there in the class? Yes, no, maybe. Any ambiguity, please do let me know. Dot find all. I'll pass the pageable. It will give you one page object. I will collect it here. I'll go back here and I will collect it. And then I will just print it. I will say here page dot get content. I'm not returning, no, the return type is void, I have told. I will only print here for each, and whatever you want you can print. I will say here vaccine dot I will say maybe v lambda expression system dot out dot println, and whatever you want to print, everything you print. I want to print only 2 information dot get vaccine name. I would like to go back here and say plus 1 space in between. I'll say here plus v dot get vaccine company. All right. After printing every time, I would like to give one space in between to have a differentiating factor, or maybe one star, some differentiating factor. In between one differentiating factor, I'll print it. I'll go back to my main method, guys. And let me just comment this part. I don't want to implement all this. Now I'll make it more dynamic. I'll go back here. I'll say service dot fetch by pagination. And I'll say in each page, I want 2 records. If I say right now 7 records are there, 7 total records are there. If I say in each page, I want 2 records, how many total pages should be ready, guys? 4. Let's go here and run this application. Right click, run as Java application. See, guys, oh, in between one query is also there. I'll do one thing. I'll go back here and comment this part. I now want to see the SQL queries. I'll go back here. I'll comment this part. I'll go back here and comment this part. I'll run this application because you can see, guys, totally how many pages are there. Please kindly understand here. Are you getting, guys? 2 and 2 in each. All right, we are getting 2 and 2. Totally how many records are there in this, whatever we are doing the fetching? Why and only 2 and 2? Am I importing the proper method here? I would like to go back. All right. Okay. Page size. I'll go back here and see what are we implementing. Page size. Page size. In each, I am telling 2. So how many total pages are getting ready, guys? 7 were there, right? If I say 3. If I say 3. Let me see right now. Run as Java application. Guys, we are getting 3 and 3. But it is not giving us 4. All right. So something I have to make changes inside this logic. Oh, sorry guys, my bad. Based on this, it is, I hope you are able to understand, it is fixing. Totally how many records are there, guys? Right now, how many are there? 7. Can we write a business logic to fetch how many records are there here? And then go with this? I can write, right? How many records are there? I can fix it. This part in the last application we have seen to get the count of records. Because of this, it was not giving me desired result. Now it will give me a desired result, okay? See, guys, 3, 3, and 1. In the last page, we have only 1 left out because it's only 7 records. So only it is there. Are you getting it? Guys, if I specify here maybe 5 records or maybe 1 record in 1 page or maybe 2 records, how many pages it should give you? 4 pages. If I have to go here, right click, run as Java application, it should give me 4 pages. See? 1 page, 2 page. Right now, main method I'm printing. Going forward, after the REST APIs are implemented, you can give in different pages also. Page number 2, page number 3, and page number 4. All of you present in the class. So this ends the paging and sorting repository. Tomorrow we will explore JPA repository and custom finder methods. Day after tomorrow, custom finder methods continuation and paging and custom query methods we will discuss. Dynamic and static fetching we will discuss. And then maybe if time permits, this week only I will complete the MongoDB also. Yes, no SQL database with Spring DataJPA. And next week we can start with the Spring MVC part. Okay, and RESTful services we will start within this month itself. All right. So that's all for today, guys. Thank you so much for joining me in today's class. I have to share you these two files. There is nothing much in the board work. So these two files, we have data and application number 2 and 3, right? I'll right click and I'm open for your questions, guys. If you have any questions, anything to be discussed, any ambiguity, let's discuss that. So Spring Data API behind the scene uses what, guys? Which technology? Page data. Hibernate. Hibernate internally uses what? So at the end of the day, what is getting used, guys? To connect your Java application to the Spring, what is getting used at the end of the day? It is JDBC. But directly, are you working with JDBC? The answer is no. That's all, guys. Any ambiguity, please rewatch the video. I know within a short period of time, we have discussed so much in today's class, but these discussions are needed because majority pass I want to complete in November, December month. Okay. If things are going well in the same pace, then December only we can conclude the batch, December ending. Okay. Including the microservices. Provided we could able to complete most of the RESTful services within the month of November. Okay. December we can conclude the batch and we'll see. We will do the live class projects also. There is nothing called as final Sai. We will do the project in our classes itself. And our team, development team, is also have done some of the projects. I will share you the GitHub link of that also. So it is that way. And you should also do more than that. All right, guys. Any more questions? Please let me know. We will add the group next week, Akash. Let's start little more of the things. Difference between delete by id and delete by object, and where should we use it, we will see going forward, Akash. Both of them will delete the object, one specific object. Sometimes you may have to delete something by taking all your information, sometimes by just taking one id. So that's it. Sometimes from the end user you will collect all the information to delete, sometimes you'll collect only one information. Both of them are same. But there is a difference in the interview also. They'll ask, what is the difference between delete methods of CRUD repository and what is the difference between delete method of JPA repository? There is a big difference, and tomorrow's class will see that. And in the interview they'll ask, delete method of JPA and delete method of CRUD repository, what is the difference? Hmm. I will give it. It's ready, Akash. I forgot to add it in my laptop. Okay. How to perform sorting? Then nothing. It's overloaded method. You can just pass here itself. It's an overloaded method, Deepali. This is an overloaded method. I'll go back to my service. Where is the service? See here. If I have to say here, repository dot pageable. In the pageable itself, you can pass it. While you're creating the pageable object, no, that time. See here, page request off. If I say page request dot off. See here, sort object or sorting. While creating the pageable object, you have to do that. All right, guys, I see no more questions. Let's meet tomorrow and continue the journey of DataJPA. Tomorrow, we are going to discuss JPA repository. And if time permits, I'll start the journey of custom finder methods in tomorrow's class. Day after tomorrow's class, more on custom finder methods, followed by the custom query methods. And then we shall start the Mongo on the Thursday's class. Okay. So this week we will end the data JPA part, and next week we shall start Spring MVC part. Thank you, guys.